Yeah. It's alright
then.
all the time.
Hey, when Desi gets here, no one tell her that we're filming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it a surprise.
That's good. Okay, I
She's
have
gonna
dice.
see it.
So
Yeah, but she doesn't
we'll
know what's going on.
distribute.
We'll do it
It's
per
just
side.
playtime.
You guys get this one. and
Drat,
this one. Did
what's
you
that?
not bring your dice?
No, I
Oh,
still can't
that's
find
your
them.
own fault.
You can't
Oh,
find them?
No, I still
You
can't
bought
find them.
some
I
for
know.
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed.
Shame, real shame.
I don't. I
It's
just
a shame.
Shame.
I know.
All right, so as we begin, why don't we go? Actually, you know what? I'll set the scene. So you are all currently on an island in the middle of this great vast sea.
This is for us.
Right?
This
You're
is
in
for
this
our
town
side.
in a different town than you've ever been before. However, it is still named for some bizarre reason. It's called Phandalin. Now, some of you might think you know where you are,
Yes.
and you might have this vague notion of how to get around the town, but you've never been here before.
And
you're
It's
also
from
wrong.
It's from a different campaign.
Crap.
It's not necessary for this
You
because
said you were
we're
lost,
reusing
so
the
I
map.
lost
All right,
What the
so
heck is wrong with you?
all of you know this background knowledge, so I'm just going to give it to you. This island was constructed over a century ago by this great wizard. He
God.
had created this with an artifact known as, quite simply,
Thomas the Train.
the cube. All right? It's this multicolored cube that would glow this immense light, and it used
It's like
it.
Justice League.
Would you calm down, please? He
It's
would
like the
use
plot of
it
Justice
to
League.
raise
Yeah,
this
that
island from
That too.
the ocean. Now, at the time, he had lived on this island, but he no longer resides here. In his time away, people have built structures and built this town known as Phandalin on this great island. And people have inhabited it, different creatures have come to live on the island. However, at this time, slowly the island has seemed to be sinking back into the ocean. And this great wind had swept through the island this last fortnight, we should say. This last one, destroying all the ships. There's no way off the island that's sustainable. All right, so this island slowly sinking. You find yourselves running out of time before eventually all of you on the island will drown. So, this cube that he used to construct this island, you know that it is in fact missing several pieces.
Wait, we know where the cube is?
And it has been shattered. Yes, it's this giant cube, and it sits in the middle of town here. You see this town, and in this
it's
middle
giant?
right here, it's giant.
It's
It's
pretty
this giant
huge,
cube.
man.
It's life size, yeah.
So
We'll
we
say
gotta
it's
put it back
no, it's
together.
not life size. It's little. It's little. You can hold it in your hands. However, it sits on a pedestal in the middle of
And
the town here.
Giant.
The pedestal is really small.
Oh,
So,
okay.
all right. So it sits there in the middle of this town, and you guys know that we can't fix it without the broken pieces. And you've only heard rumors that the broken pieces have been scattered throughout the island, and you must reconstruct the cube before the island sinks into the water. Now, you don't know where they are currently,
But we have
so you sit
somebody
there
that
rather
does.
hopelessly,
Oh.
feeling the island shake just a little bit underneath you every so many minutes. You can feel it actually sinking back into the water. The water lines have been rising these past few days, and you sit here in this tavern. Sweet. All around the table, drinking your drinks. Do we have enough? 1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4, 5,
6.
6. We're gonna need
There's
one
a
more.
potential 7. Or not
It's fine, we'll
potential,
use that.
Right?
Wait,
She
she's
coming?
still coming even after you took.
Yep.
What?
Said.
Even?
Sit.
After you told her.
Gonna be blue. That is improv.
All right, yeah. Go ahead and choose your
Blue.
character.
White.
Blue.
Oh.
Objection and response.
White is
She's
right.
not here yet.
I said so
I'll be
rice
red.
is rice.
I'll be red.
If she comes, we'll give her Easter.
Actually, I want to be the darkest color because that fits my character more.
Okay. So,
Okay.
you're sitting around the table, and you all know each other, but why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves and say what you are? It's
I'm
on the
Blue.
top of your paper. Give each other your names.
My name is Lady of the Night. I'm a dark elf. I'm chaotic neutral. What are we supposed to share?
Not your background.
Not your-
That's not.
You
a
can
thing
share. You
that
can share.
share.
You can share a little bit of your background if you
I-
want. You don't need to share your.
Yeah, just make up a
I'm not
background.
evil, but I
There's
am
some background
selfishly
on your
ambitious
character.
because
Alright.
Some background. Why?
because of
Okay, you're good.
Yeah,
Um,
why?
So are you
I
gonna
was
do
the
a singing
leader
name?
of a
What?
rebel
Rebel
forces,
Alliance.
Rebel Alliance.
Rebel
Rebel
Alliance.
We
Force.
fought against the Empire.
and they all turned good, so I didn't have a choice.
What? Okay.
They all turned
They all
sane.
Turned good. So
Dang
I didn't
it.
have a
Okay.
choice.
My name is Excalibur. And my quick background is I've been on my own my whole life.
Do we have
I've had to
make
fend
that?
for myself.
Yeah, you can make it up.
Yeah, I've had to fend for
Until you got
myself
here.
my whole life. My parents left me upon birth, and
These are my showed up for my birthday. Dude, fish birds.
upon birth,
I love that part.
and
That's the only part of the show I like.
Yeah.
and so I've spent my time hunting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pleasant.
Nice. Connor, I think it's your turn.
Hello. My name is Stumble.
Yeah.
You can use your voices if you want to use a voice or
Yeah.
not.
I am.
If you
I'm
wanna-
using a voice.
Wait, I'm gonna be.
You-
My name is
interested.
Stumble.
That's perfect.
You did your
You guys
whole
ready to
voice
hear
in
that
my
voice for
first
2 hours
Get Swifty
straight?
voice.
You can't do it.
It's Stumble.
Alright, Stumble, tell us about yourself.
Yeah, tell
The bartender, he goes, he's like, "Ah, sorry for the sad faces. Beer's all around.
Wait, what the hell?
I won't have use for 'em."
Finish.
We
He
just
goes
got-
and he hands you.
We just got more beer.
You look like you could use one.
Oh.
Excuse me, do you have Sprite
Thanks.
Zero?
Got handed
Anyway, my name is Stumble. Wait, no. My name is Stumble. I'm a ranger with a sage background. My parents named me Stumble in hopes that I would fail in life. They were right. I failed the 5th grade, and and account to my horrible -3 dexterity. I've also had 8.
Wait a second.
I've also had 8 broken bones.
Wow, what a lucky boy.
I'm a gnome, right? Isn't that?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm a forest gnome with an oversized bow. Alright, your turn.
Okay, I wrote mine out.
Ah,
Oh, that's what you're doing?
Just kidding, I have more.
Nice.
My name is Aragon, High Elf and Princess of Duweldenvarden.
Aragon's a boy's
Heck yeah. No, I can make it a girl's name!
You're Eridon.
You know,
She
I
also has
changed
a
it to
simper.
Aragon. Duweldenvarden, in the land of Allegacia. And, yeah, suck it.
Alice.
I have been in Duweldenvarden for 300 years, and now I have ventured out into the lands afar to stumble upon this island.
She can do it. I think she's a human.
No, I'm a high elf. I live forever.
That's not
Stupid
it.
gnome. Go back to 5th
No,
grade.
you're. Wait. Oh, you are a high elf.
Yeah, I am
You're
a
a
high
monk.
elf.
Connor, you're
I
playing your
am.
character so well.
The high
Shut
elf.
it.
Stumbling over.
Alright.
What's my
Your
weapon?
name is Stumble.
Like, who the? Wait, hold on.
What
Who
is
are
this?
you?
You don't have to share all that. We'll figure
Cool.
it out, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
my basis.
yeah.
That's where I'm
It's
from.
okay. I just
What's your name?
My
You
name
interrupted
is
me.
a call, and I kind of look like a snake. Like it got scales and it got.
We can see you.
Why?
That's sick.
Because I'm an Asimar, which is a
Bless
kind
you.
of snake. Just so you know.
You got his
You
characters
wish.
mixed.
I know, but you gotta remember what this one was.
It's an angel-like person.
I kind of want to
It's
do
like
my-
Christian.
I'm just a beautiful man. I'm a
Yeah.
snake angel.
Come on.
We'll say that. I was born as a snake, but then
That's
one time I
giving God
did this
these
quest
powers.
and I did a good job, and so God gave me wings. And now I'm an angel snake.
That's hot.
Alright, Blake.
And your name was?
Alright, my name's
Oh, yeah.
Toby, guys,
Toby.
and yeah, I used. Hey, shut up. That's my name. Alright, so yeah, I was with this like town of like 1,000 people and stuff, and then we went into this other place, and then they all died, and I was left stranded in the void. But now I'm here and I'm ready to play.
What is
I also have a second
Ready to
I have a
play.
second
We're drinking
personality
beer
that
and
kind
ready
of
to
comes
play.
out every now and then, but he's down for now.
What's the void?
What?
What's the void?
Well, it's just this like pure black place where most of my body is at this point in time. Because as you can see, I'm mostly cloud with flashes of light
Where
bursting
is
through.
it?
Oh.
I
Well,
reckon that's where we'll all be once this island floods.
Yeah, once you die, you pretty much either go there or hell. So you know it's your
Oh,
pick.
I-
How bad you are.
I know.
This sounds
I've
great.
been to hell and back.
I can't wait for both.
Oh, my name is Hezekiah. I'm.
Hey yo.
Let's all clap when she wants.
This is
I'm
not
trying to get into
What was that
character.
sound? Why? What's that sound?
Clapping is more important than smart.
You know what we should all do? We should hide and jump out and scare her.
Hide in Japan.
I don't think
Hide
that's a
in
good
Japan.
idea.
And
I don't think
Blake?
that would be
Oh,
wise.
How will we
Hide
get to
and jump out.
Japan?
We'll hide in Japan.
Wait.
Pop out in an airplane.
Wait,
Am I hidden?
Blake.
No, you're gonna knock over the light.
Wait,
For
let's
the
play
lamp.
hidden character
Look it over.
game.
With your big butt.
Hello.
Hey!
No one's saying clapping.
Hey!
We're actually here.
This is your chair. Welcome.
No, we just were introducing our characters.
Yeah, you're just in time.
I forgot.
I'm not.
I'm
not
Aragon.
satisfied with what
I'm
just
High.
happened.
I'm Princess of Dual
I'm high.
Wait, are we
Garden
going all the way
in the
back
land
through
of
every single
Alagacia?
character?
We just do
No.
a slow
Heck
vibe.
yeah!
You can just
If you
I
want,
pretty
you can
much
choose your
Skim
name,
over it.
but we have pre-made sheets, so you don't have to make
You
it.
just
That's
walked
right.
into
We'll
it.
Or just
You don't
use
even know what you just walked into.
Arya.
Do you want to be a
I
terrible
picked
wizard?
Aragon, but I'm a girl
Or
and
no?
I'm a high elf of Dual
Oh, there's
Garden
Why
in
did you
You're a
have
fighter?
Alagacia.
Oh.
Wait, sorry, I didn't hear
Listen,
you.
listen to
I just
him.
said-
He's the
Okay.
leader.
Do you want to be a
He's
fighter,
the leader.
noble woman,
we
No
praise
way.
him.
vulgar gnome,
He is
or
doing the
Henry
lowest.
Reed, who is just—he's a really bad wizard. He's not very good at it.
I'll be a fighter.
Okay.
He's I.
Praise this
You
one.
are
He is the
Donovan.
Change your name.
You can
I
change your
changed
name.
my name. So change it to Arya.
Where's
Because I know you like that one.
Oh.
At the top.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
it
just
looks
use
like
your
rocket
stats.
science, but literally all you have to look at is this top part and then this
Should
top
change
part.
mine.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll walk you through it. I'll ask
I
you
didn't change
questions.
mine. I'm just Aragon, so just be Arya.
Ah, yeah.
Can I be
I'm
Aragon too?
IHOB.
No.
I
No, I'm Aragon. Wait, and I like
Alright,
to
alright.
party.
Change my
So,
name.
let me fill you in.
There we go.
Wait, you don't know Hot Rod?
No, I
This
like
one.
to
You
party.
guys, I just said I'm
Hey.
Aragon and I like to party, and then you didn't know.
We're
Okay.
customers. I mean, wait, what?
I don't know why.
Excuse me.
We're in
I
our
don't-
characters.
You're
Hot
new
Rod's
here.
really good.
Alright.
Okay, ready?
I am just your humble barkeep here. Have a beer.
Always
It's all
Can you give
humble.
us some free booze?
Yeah, he's the
You
bartender.
gotta drink it.
There's not much that we can do with it
Have
now.
rum.
The island
Do
sinks.
it like a man.
The island is sinking.
Yeah.
What's your point?
Oh.
Give me one.
And there's not much we can do for the wizard
Thank
that
you.
created this island
Alright,
in the first
place is
place.
sinking.
We've
He
got
took
the cube
the
back.
pieces of the artifact that
He's gone.
created this island and scattered them amongst the island.
Where did he go?
All we have left is these few pieces
Oh.
sitting in the middle on a pedestal in the town square.
Stairs. Oh my
We don't know
God.
where the pieces are, and without them,
I've been looking for that
the town
for
will
like
sink.
1,000 years.
And that's what the barkeep says to you. So you can introduce yourself to everyone else. What are you, or who are
What's your
you?
name?
Because you all know each other, you're all friends, but you can go ahead and introduce
Homies.
yourself.
Wait, as like my
Yeah,
character?
your character.
Yeah,
Just you
I'm
make it
Arya.
up.
There's no.
Your main things, you're a noble and you're a fighter, and you're
Okay.
gonna make up everything else.
Noble fighter named Arya.
Cool.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Nice to see you
Hi,
again.
Aria.
To the
It's
right.
good to meet new
Blake,
people
you did
before we all
yours.
die.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Look,
I
Andy.
already introduced
Hold on.
myself, so.
At this moment, you notice someone. You're looking at all your friends, and you see just over. What was your name? Lady of the Night. You're looking over this Lady of the Night's shoulder, and you see a man in the far reaches of the bar. He's sitting in this dark corner, a hood over his head, and you see his eyes there glowing in his pipe as he's smoking. It reminds you
His
very
eyes
much.
glowing in his pipe.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
it's lit up by the
Scene
pipe.
in Lord
It's that scene from Lord of the Rings
Okay,
where it's
and-
Aragorn.
Aragorn.
My bad, it's not Aragon.
Yeah.
It's
Not you.
Aragorn.
Not me.
But in
His eyes are
fact-
glowing.
You see, and it's more of a rough and gruff character. He withdraws his hood, and you see he's wearing, in fact, a rather stereotypical bandana for a ruffian. He comes sauntering over to you, click, click, click. His foot is, in fact, a peg
Excuse me.
as he's
I
walking
would
across the
like
floor.
to cast a spell.
What do you?
Inflict wounds.
Oh, dear God.
Inside intro.
What?
It's time to start this
Are
game.
you sure about this?
Right. Indeed, friend.
Wait,
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 I don't know. Wait, what are you
It's
doing?
time to
Can
start
you
What
do
if he
that?
dies from the injury?
I rolled
Maybe
to kill
the
the
And
quest
we
is
don't know
over.
who he
We don't
is.
know who he is
What
yet.
if he's the
Actually,
wizard?
yeah, nice.
Alright, fine guys. I'm sorry. I don't cast the spell.
This was almost 180 from what I was thinking. All right.
We just tried to escape the
Alright.
island.
Thankfully, you
Now
stopped
that
your
we
friend.
convinced our friend to put his
As he's
freaking
walking
wand away.
over.
I don't have a wand. I just use my hands.
I rolled to convince him.
Okay,
How
what do you
do
do?
you do
You,
an
no, you can talk. Yeah.
I try to. Do I have a spell?
He hasn't
Use
even
it for
finished
something.
What do you
walking.
do?
Or
I don't understand anything.
Neither do I.
It's all right. It's all
I
right.
know.
Okay.
I'm a researcher. I know someone who knows someone. I know someone who knows the answer.
That's your background. You can roll for perception.
Maybe someone can help us stop Blake.
You know the basic mechanics of the game, so I'm relying on you. You can make a perception check to see if you
Make a
recognize them.
perception check to
Yeah,
see.
go for it.
Yeah, you
What'd
guys
you get?
already stopped me.
12?
That's not bad.
Okay.
+4.
Oh,
You've
wow.
seen him before in this bar, and in fact, you've actually
Plus
seen
2.
him. He was a person on one of the
Oh, yeah, yeah,
ships
Go ahead.
that would sail in. In fact, you recognize this ship rather
Oh.
specifically because it's black sails. I recognize him to be some sort
It's
of
the
pirate.
pirate.
Wait,
game.
I'd like to actually
Yeah,
cast
that's
a
what I
spell
was
to
just
detect
saying.
magic.
And notice
Okay.
him to be a what?
So,
Is this-
You try to cast a spell to see if there's any magical
No, but
charms
it'd
cast
be
around him, and you recognize nothing. As he walks over, sauntering between you, he puts a hand on the Lady of the Night. I heard you talking about the island and about the artifact.
No,
Well,
we were
did you know-
we were introducing ourselves actually.
Yes, we were.
We didn't say
That's a good one.
Voice, by the way.
He goes and he
I'm a
leans
gnome.
over,
Whoa, jeez, man, back off.
clearly a little drunk. How much would something like that be worth to you?
I'm about to clap
About
some flavors
$5
right now.
What
I'm
do
ready
you-
to drop
Can I
What?
threaten him?
information
Yeah,
about
do
the
I don't
cube.
think
Roll.
it'd be a price.
Roll for
Which
persuasion,
one?
intimidation.
Yeah.
D20.
20.
So just
I want to grab his shirt and ask him why it's worth his
okay.
life.
Roll your dice.
Mm,
Okay, you rolled a 5. So
Dang.
you go to grab his shirt and he kind of stumbles back without even knowing you did it, and his shirt just pulls out between your fingers, and he's just, I don't get handsy with me.
I'd like to grab him
I'd
like
like to
this.
get
and be like,
handsy
could
with
you
you."
please tell me, sir? With persuasion.
Okay, go for
What
it.
is
If I a gay gnome, let's do that.
I'm 18.
I'm a gay gnome
Alright.
now.
I just persuaded
Let's try to
you
keep
by
quiet from where the action is.
Okay.
Okay. Let's keep quiet to where the action is. The action's
Silencio,
here.
por favor.
He rolled a 17, and what do you do?
I caress his face. Please tell me the information.
I get jealous.
No,
Wait,
please
what
tell me
did you
the
roll?
information. sir.
I'll tell you what.
I wonder why I'm here.
I'll play a game with you if you go ahead and bet something valuable with me.
That was a game.
I bet my friend's life.
Your friend's life.
This one.
What do I have with your friend's
I'd
life?
like to
Have
ask you something.
Have your way with
Can
me.
I steal
Because I'm the
a
elf, and it does sound like very
You could
like-
definitely roll and try.
I have
Yeah.
a 5 in
That's
sleight of
just what I
hand.
am.
Yeah, Joe.
Which one is
Wait,
it?
that's D20
Wow.
always.
Yeah, no, because
Can I have that? Thank
Alright.
you.
Listening, Lady of the Night, she's trying to pickpocket
I'm
this.
gonna steal everything he's got in his pocket.
Wow, that's insane.
13
Oh, that
plus
was full.
5.
Alright,
Wow.
he's drunk, so he rolls
Right?
disadvantage. Ooh,
Ooh.
yeah, you got him.
Wait,
You go and you reach your hand within his pocket. You pull inside and you feel this fat purse. And you're pretty sure. You're like, ooh, what's that? You go and you pull it out without him
No,
even
I did
noticing.
caress his
He's drunk,
face.
he's
And
just.
I'm also a gay gnome, and I got really jealous.
And you take it and you realize that it's in fact a fat purse of coin. It has something like,
Like a ruby
it has like,
in it.
no, it has 30 pieces of gold in it.
And I said, you can have your way with me.
Right?
I write that down, right?
It's like, yeah, you're right.
Beautiful, just
down
as you are.
It's like, you!
30
I'm not
coins.
attracted
Yes.
to you.
Dang.
What would you
I
trade
reject
with
you.
me if I
What
give
about
you
my
this
other
offer?
persona?
Oh wow. Wait, who?
me.
Who?
You.
What do I have to trade?
It's in the
I'll tell you what.
in the
What are you
equipment.
doing that? I'm helping.
I reckon
All this stuff
we
down
each put
here.
in the pot
Oh,
and we play a little game.
no.
I don't like playing
Yes,
games.
actually. This game is fun.
Not with people like you.
Ooh.
You see his
Whoa.
eye kind of go lazy as
I
he's
like
drunk.
it.
Would like to just fight.
How about we play a little bit of liar's dice?
I'd like to play,
Oh my
please,
God,
sir.
wait.
I love this game.
Yeah,
Sir,
me too.
can we
Let's go.
please-
Let's
you
play
got-
liar's
hey,
dice.
You have 3 cups.
Go around and tell me each what you'll bargain with me. You can look down in your inventories here. You seen that bottom square?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's a list of things that you have.
my ration.
That's a list of things that you have. If it looks valuable and valuable enough to put in the pot of a piece of an artifact that might save all your lives, you might put it in the pot and try not to lose.
Oh. Alright. I have what I'm gonna put in the pot.
Can I put a fetus in the
I
pot?
Is that on your list?
It's on my list.
Oh my
Deal low.
gosh.
I'll
was that?
This is
wager.
where we look at the camera. and give you
I'll
the
wager
clue.
whichever potion you
I have
choose.
10 darts.
I have 10.
What does this say?
What sorts of potions do you?
Sure.
I have.
You
What
put
do
a
I
little
make
bit of
up?
hot-
All
I don't know what
gamble all your
I've got
potions.
10
3
darts.
healing
Oh, that's
potions.
stupid.
I have an arcane
In-
focus that I'd like to put in
You
the
could
pot,
put-
my man.
I've got a.
Friendo? Would that be okay?
Okay. Each of you move in your
I'm
thing.
glad
Just
that
tell me
there,
what
that
you're moving
would
into the
be-
pot.
Yeah, do that.
When I give you dice.
I'm
Alright.
moving my potions.
He hasn't given you dice yet.
potions
Listen.
into there.
I'm putting in a
Got
arcane
potions.
focus. What are you putting in, Charles?
Tell me what you're putting in the pot.
I'll do
Your clothes?
a trophy from an animal I killed.
Wow.
What-
I mean,
You missed out again.
A signet ring.
A signet
Oh.
ring. Ah, I like
Okay.
rings.
Why?
I put in my undergarment.
I give those back. I don't want that.
And I give him a little like. How are you doing?
These are magic panties.
Oh my.
No?
What the
Wait,
heck?
do I have to put something
Magic
else?
man panties.
Or can I just leave it at
Something
that?
valuable.
Something
Okay.
real.
I put
Wait,
a
is that
A
fine?
scroll
Scroll
case.
A scroll case.
Yeah.
Does that sound
I
valuable?
put,
Yeah.
I'll just
Not
put a
to me,
quill
it don't.
Made of
and I'll
gold.
like.
Well,
If
where's
I
the
may
other
ask
one?
gold,
Priestess
that's
of the
it.
next wizard.
Then I will accept that.
I put a quill.
A quill.
A magic
Alright, I'm
quill.
not playing with this one.
What the heck? I want anything else besides that. Do you want a small knife? Because I don't got
Right, I'll
one.
settle for a nude.
What's that there you got strung across your back? Is that a bow? It looks mighty big for a little gnome as
That's
yourself.
what she
Thank you.
says.
Thank you.
I reckon
She
I'll take
says.
that off your hands if I win.
Boy, he wants your big bow. I've dropped a die.
I have a spear. Would you like a spear?
He wants your big spear.
It's very big. It's big.
Oh my.
Alright, give me the spear and the knife.
Okay.
Deal.
He likes
give
some
you-
big ants.
I'll give you this.
He goes and slides dice across the table. Alright.
It's not the size that matters.
Oh wait, I didn't have to play it, did
Am
I?
I hiding them?
I
You need
did
the other
too.
one?
Yeah.
I did not.
Alright.
We can do it with our hands. It's okay. We
Does
can do it.
everyone know how to play liar's dice?
Aye, but we
Right?
don't have that
I
many
think so.
cups.
I think.
You go and
That's all good.
Friendo.
Use your hands. Alright, he goes, takes his dice, and
Alright.
casts them across the
I
table.
definitely won't be cheating on Logan's dice. I gotta think. Oh snap! All right, who's starting, man? Are you starting?
I want that one to start.
That's
3 4s.
Which way are we going?
Your way.
a good question.
My way?
My way.
Or highway? What'd you
Good
say?
job.
3 4s?
3 4s.
3 4s? 3 5s.
4 twos.
4 ones. 4 ones.
5 twos.
Boy,
5 twos. How many dice is there on?
we all have 4.
Music,
Okay.
all twos.
Some put 5 actually. Wait.
Someone call
I have
him.
4.
What?
Are we supposed
For
to go
what?
down in numbers?
Who's the
Supposed
what?
to go up in numbers.
We're supposed to go up in numbers.
Yeah, we're supposed to go up in numbers, man.
5.
No, no.
You have to-
Was
You
it?
gotta go
Wait,
more
no,
than 5.
we
So
need
5
5, more than
sixes.
5?
Yeah, more than 5.
Sixes. What? I
I
don't
said
understand.
5
Or you,
twos.
or you call
You
him
gotta
a
go
liar.
higher.
You got
Oh,
to
you're a
raise it.
liar.
No, don't
Oh.
call him a liar.
She
I
just
She
did.
called me a liar.
No.
Raise your
He's
hand.
No
not
twos.
a liar.
No twos.
2.
3 twos.
Oh,
See?
dang.
Lose a dice, put it in the pot.
I don't understand how to play this game.
You have to go higher.
Roll.
Always. Declaring the whole thing, not just what he has.
Oh wow.
Oh, the whole
Instead
thing.
of
The
everyone.
whole thing.
Nice.
Do you want me?
Oh,
You want me to
yeah,
start?
me.
All right.
I can't do British when I have
I'll
Irish
go.
and Scottish.
That's not
In
fair. I
the
thought the
room.
winner goes. Oh wait, you were. Never mind.
3 twos.
So you gotta go higher than that.
4
Alright.
twos.
Alright.
Oh, I tried.
Wait, you said
5 5s.
5
Oh,
fives.
boy.
What do you want? Pick yours.
6 6s.
Liar.
7.
Wait.
Whoa, we got liar. I got 1.
Wait, anyone?
None.
I got 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh,
Oh,
I
dang
won.
it.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
No, he's
got
got
the
what?
one.
6.
Ah,
3, 4.
I was gonna
Oh,
give
yeah.
it like
One
8
drag.
ones.
Lose your dice. Ah.
Heck yeah. I forgot that you were
this game's
you were
so
counting.
hard, man.
Heck yeah. Or heck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you go.
Stay in
You
voice,
lost
my
one.
man. Come
Oh,
on.
I start?
Yeah, because you won.
Okay. 3 ones.
All right.
5 twos.
5 twos. 5 threes.
5 fours.
5 ones.
No,
Stupid.
she said 5
Five.
fours. You gotta go higher than 5 fours.
No, because not all the 5 numbers have been called.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah,
he's good.
Alright.
I know how to play this game.
Fine.
Nice.
Whatever your name is,
Aragon.
Aragon.
7 sixes.
That's one big number. I'm not
What
gonna
did you say?
say anything though.
You go higher than that.
Wait, hold on. You said 6 twos?
I
said 7 sixes.
7
7
sixes.
sixes, dude.
7 twos.
7 sixes?
That's a lie.
Nah, fam.
Alright.
That's a lie.
That's 30 people.
You called me a lie. Who called me a lie?
No, nobody called
No.
you a lie. We called her a lie because she
She
said
said
7
7
twos.
twos. I have
7
2.
twos. I
That's
have 1.
definitely not
I've got
true.
1, 2.
0.
You have 2 twos?
I've got none.
So we have
There's
5.
2,
3
4,
twos. Oh, 5.
5.
5 twos. That's not 7,
Wait,
Missy.
do you
Put
have
a
any
dice in the
twos?
middle.
I've got all 6s.
Toby says no.
Dang, you got all 6.
I'm gonna lose this dice.
Oh,
then
snap.
Charles, you
I
go.
won. Wait, I thought I did.
Yeah, you win.
Because I called it first.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to call 3 fours to the table.
3 fours.
Call me.
Go balls.
was that?
6 ones.
Oh, shoot.
Boy.
I'd like to say 10
I hate
ones.
playing with him
What?
so much. It's so
We've
hard.
We've never met him.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, I mean, sorry, too meta. My apologies.
6 ones, you said?
What did you say? 6 ones?
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna call
6 threes. Do it, Blake. Do it.
Sorry, my name's Toby. I don't know who your
Do it,
Blake's
Toby.
character is.
Toby, you know what? I'll take your scrotum and then I'll toss that on the table for the next bet.
Was it
I-
6 threes?
I
Is
am
that
so
what you said?
sorry.
6
Fire.
threes.
She's almost got you there.
Oh,
I got none.
Charles called it none.
I got 3.
I've got 1.
I have
You
2.
have 3 threes?
Dang, I wish I
I've
said
got
like.
No
a 3
threes.
and you've got 2 threes.
Frick.
That's 6
Oh,
threes.
dang, man.
I was about to be like 8
Lose the
ones,
dice.
and it
Nice
was
try,
would've been right.
Excalibur.
Yeah, me too,
Oh,
really?
so cool. Yeah, I had 3, she
Yeah.
had 3, he had 1.
I had 1 too.
Yeah.
Why did I only get shit? Oh, okay.
Alright, we
So-
get the knight.
Alright, 3 5s.
4 5. 4 5.
6 7.
4 ones.
5 fours.
7 5s.
Sorry, this is such a big number. Wow. Alright.
Liar!
Oh!
Nine.
What?
No
One,
ones.
two.
How do you have 5 dice?
5,
5.
7.
Wait.
Oh!
How do you have 5?
Yeah, I only got 4.
We only
Wait,
got
why
4.
did he get 5 times?
I only
You
got
gave me
4
5
dice. I only got 4 dice.
Me too.
It's all in chance, I suppose.
That's definitely
That's crap.
That's
right.
right.
You
Put the
should
dice
start.
in, my dude.
I think we
Can we
should
kill him?
restart.
Wait, it
No,
doesn't
we're
What?
not
not.
restarting.
Not yet. Not yet.
We can't kill
Give
him
me a
yet.
sec.
Blake, I shouldn't have asked the guy that knows the guy for an answer.
Yeah.
So who called him? Oh, Connor, it's you.
Connor did.
No,
No, Connor lost.
I lost.
So it's Isaac.
Alright.
Oh. 3 4s.
4 fours.
5 fours.
6 sixes.
Gosh.
Alright, buddy.
Like that.
Then
6
cool.
4s.
Oh, wow.
Pull.
Alright, I got
You have
none.
to actually say liar. So
I'm
looking
there
for
we go.
liar.
Good save,
I've got
Toby.
1.
I got 1.
No 4.
I have
Number?
1.
1.
4.
I have 1.
I have
Wait,
1.
I had 1. I swear it was a 4. What are we at?
1,
4.
2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5.
None from me.
Man.
You're a
Babe, I
liar.
hate you!
You guys aren't dating in this
We're friends, my
world.
dude. What are you talking about?
Well, I'm going to literally
Remember,
murder
I've been
you.
alone my whole life.
That's right.
Yeah,
And I'm
here's
evil, so don't
backstory.
cross me.
Alright, Excalibur, you're up.
5 4s.
You can do 5 twos.
5 fives.
6 fours.
Liar.
Oh,
I have
wow.
3.
None.
I have 0.
No.
0.
Yeah!
Dang it!
Put it in the middle.
I did.
So now it's mine.
Wow, I feel that on a spiritual level.
5
Man.
sixes.
5, 6.
Stop going so high right off the bat.
The
6
best.
sixes.
Makes it go faster.
6 sixes. Oh,
Wait, this is gonna end pretty quick.
Can I do 6 ones?
Yeah.
Indeed.
But I call you a liar, so none.
I have 1.
And
No ones.
0.
Wait, he has 1.
Yeah,
So
that's only 5 though.
Anyone else?
No ones over here.
Come on.
Yes, finally. I
Lose.
have a
Oh,
win.
that was close.
There
That
we
was a
go.
good bet,
I
though.
had 3 of them, so I thought
Yeah.
surely.
30, my brothers, I tell you.
Surely, my brethren. All right, I'd like to go with 3 5s tonight.
Tonight?
Tonight.
Only
It's night
tonight.
time.
Tomorrow he won't.
Bet.
4 2.
That's what I thought.
4 5s.
0 5s.
That's not a number you can call. I'd also call you liar right off
Why,
the bat.
Gamora?
4 4s. 4 4s.
4 threes. Set inside.
5 fours.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
7 4s.
Liar.
Liar?
Alright.
I got 4.
2.
I have 1.
Oh my gosh.
You're a liar.
This
Nice.
game.
Wait.
It's not like it matters.
Shut
We're
your
all
mouth.
technically on a team trying to
Guys,
beat this one
why
guy.
are we going against
What are
Logan?
you guys doing?
Yeah, what's
no,
wrong
no.
with you? What's wrong with you?
What's
What's
wrong-
wrong with all of you?
Dude, and I'm the drunk one.
No, Logan is supposed to be the liar. We're on a team.
Alright, Isaac, go.
One of us
I
is
mean,
how to lose, though. Actually, all of us except one of us has to lose.
So
Exactly.
we gotta
We
sacrifice.
have
We
to-
gotta
Yeah, but
go. We have
we
to
gotta
target
kill,
this
we gotta
guy
get
who's
Logan
drunk.
first.
Dude,
Five.
survival
We
of the
stab him in the
fittest.
back,
Whatever, you're not
5 threes.
smart,
Yeah.
whatever.
Hey, drunk
not
boy,
what our
what's your
fault.
name? I didn't catch it.
Ezekiel.
Hezekiah.
Ezekiel.
Hezekiah.
6 2s.
Nice to meet you.
What did you just
Nice
say?
to meet you as well. Whoa,
She said
what
6
the-
2s.
Blake,
Alright.
Call her
What?
a liar. Do it.
she said 6 twos.
Who did?
I throw a
Sit
do
down.
want
Drunk
to.
guy in the
It's
corner.
privacy.
Why don't
Really
you
want
call
it.
it?
Do it. Why don't you?
Liar.
It's not my turn.
Alright, I got
Because
none.
no,
got
you
one.
know
I
better.
don't have any.
4 2s.
You changed them. This was a
He
rig.
doesn't really
Call me a liar.
Liar.
Yeah, we're calling
Liar,
you a liar.
Not very.
You
I
out.
believe that this game is.
Desi starts.
3 3s.
4 3s.
5 3s.
Liar.
I've got
Told
one.
you a liar.
1.
I've got one.
Maybe that's it.
Dang.
Oh my dude.
Are you out?
Nope.
Alright, good man.
I didn't even.
Does just one of us have to win to like win back all our stuff
Yeah.
or something?
4 4s.
What do you have? We'll just win.
What'd you say? 4 4s?
4 4s.
She said 4 4s.
4 fours.
4
Why
5.
don't we all start small till we get to the very end?
Till we get
4
to Logan.
2s.
Yeah, why are we all threatening each other? Start small till
Wait,
we
5
get to
twos.
Logan.
Wait, what's your name?
Earth.
5
Ezekiel.
threes.
Okay.
This is Ezekiel.
5 3s, he said.
5 threes.
5 threes. What is it? 5. Can I say 5 5s?
If you want to.
Guys, just
Five
just say like 10 something and then we get to
Okay,
Logan.
5
and then
twos.
it's
Yeah,
like-
he said 5 2s. Did you say 5 2s?
No, he said 5 threes. He go
I
into
said
5s.
I
You
said
said
5
five.
threes. Yeah.
You
What
said
did you
5
say?
2s.
5 2s.
No.
No,
Oh,
he
yes.
didn't.
Yeah, he said
Yeah, I
5
said 5
2s.
2s.
Alright.
So you gotta choose something else first.
You said 5 2s?
Yeah,
I did.
2s. What
Oh,
did you
okay.
say, Connor?
Let's
5 what?
go.
5 threes.
What are
What
we
did
trying
you
to do?
say?
You called your dice. What do you call?
Wait, they already
No,
said
because he'd already said it.
Wait, hold on. I was gonna say this. Does anyone say that? And then he says next, and then Blake.
Wait, what'd you say
And
now?
what do you call?
Well, yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
I.
Oh, I thought you said it was fine.
No, he called 2s already.
We're just
6
gonna.
2s.
Liar.
Alright. I've got 3.
I have 2.
You need one more.
One more.
No,
One more.
No.
You're changing
Oh,
your
come
numbers.
on.
This is stupid.
Ezekiel. I'm gonna
Liar.
make you sleep.
I'd like to cast
Kidding.
inflict.
Also,
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, what have we done?
This is dumb.
wow, this is the weirdest roll ever.
Okay,
Like,
plus 16.
I've done that.
Alright, you do it. Yeah,
Is that
that's
4
right,
dice?
I do it. Alright,
Yeah.
What the?
game on, man. 2, 3. What the heck? Alright, six necrotic damage.
Shoot. Okay. You go, and his dice shoot across the table. Oh!
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
As a
you
bunch
liar.
of little cuts all of a sudden form across his face.
Of
I
this?
thought I nailed one in there. All these little cuts, they slice. One here, one across his body, and then another one across his arm.
This is
His
what's
blood's
the
missing.
correct.
So why are we still covering
He goes and falls back in his chair and lands on the floor. Hi!
Alright, give me the
Man,
information.
to arms! To arms! And you see all of a sudden in the corner of the room.
I,
Can I threaten
had
him
3
with a sword?
sixes. Just so.
Yeah, well, you
I
see.
was thinking,
Okay,
Listen,
listening. You hear 6 men rise out of their seats and begin to begin to come forward.
I Eldritch Blast the
Hold
nearest
on,
one
guys.
as well.
You already went. What are you doing?
It's a cantrip.
I want to hold a sword to your throat and make you talk.
All right, do it.
Wait,
roll for
I
intimidation.
grab my
men.
bow as she's doing that.
Okay.
So you'll roll your
I wanna
grab
do
our
this.
stuff. So sorry.
He's
Give
distracted.
me
You'll-
something.
I
Okay,
keep picking
you'll take this
the
big dice.
Okay.
Allie,
I want to do something.
Roll it.
roll it.
Roll it.
All right. What about how many times did I do this?
Just roll it once.
You just roll it once.
3.
3.
Alright.
Ooh.
No matter what.
All right.
3 plus.
You go and you push your sword down. So the lower the number is, the less likely of the chance that something will happen. It has to reach a certain point in
Okay.
order for it to happen in a roll.
Okay.
Numbers are just there to determine if what you want to happens in this game.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
You roll a 3, that's low. You push your sword down to his throat, and you actually go and you trip, and it plants itself right into the
his
wood
heart.
beside him, and you kind of you stumble over yourself and fall over your sword. You land on the other side on your back. All of a sudden,
I'm a
you
high elf. I would never fall on my back. Just
and
kidding.
apparently
Fine.
you did.
Keyword.
All right, you land there. What is anyone else doing? As these men are come rushing.
I
I
fall
grab
on the
my
ground.
bow.
Okay.
Grab
Grab
your
your
bow. Go. Grab your bow.
I grabbed his
Alright.
bow.
What are you guys doing?
I don't
You got
think
quick,
we'll
quick, quick.
To pick
Five.
something up.
Tell me what you're doing.
Okay,
You can literally.
I'm
You
gonna
can literally
take
do
the
anything.
sword
What do you
out
do?
of the wood.
The dice determine whether or not it succeeds.
I'm
What's
gonna
your
take the
weapon?
sword out
Okay.
of the wood.
I have
throw-
mini
okay.
weapons.
I
Yeah.
I
Roll for
No,
strength.
these are your weapons.
So you'll roll a d20
Yeah, you
always.
got some good weapons.
That's the
Oh,
big one.
darts.
That's the most sided dice you'll see. So really, let me
This
just.
Can I do something, or since I already
Oh.
said
These are
something, I
So this is
can't,
for you,
right?
this is
A
for you.
7 for taking
Seven?
the sword out.
All right, so you go and you try to
Alright,
pull the
here's
sword
one
out,
of these.
and you ease it back and forth, it's creaking, and you're just like, ah! And you pull it out just in time, and you hold it there right in front of you. Okay, you have her
Can I do
sword.
something,
Hey,
or
I
since I
throw-
already did something?
You already did something for
Okay.
just right now,
Cool.
I throw my dagger at one of the men.
so you do it. All right, so go ahead and roll. You'll roll your d20, and then we will add.
Frick.
Dang.
4.
man.
All right, I'll just tell you right off the bat. You go and pull your dagger out, and everyone, all of a sudden, kind of frazzled in this sudden turn of events. You go to throw your dagger, and it kind of slips. It goes up and lands in the roof.
Dang it.
Dude, that's a good
What
throw,
is this?
man.
Yeah.
Double jump.
I'd
Alright,
like to-
Desiree,
I'd
attack.
like to run.
Oh,
Over
yeah.
your head.
I'd like to run. I'm a tiny little gnome. I take
Remember,
my-
Drunk
you
or
have
okay?
no your speed. Just remember your speed.
Yeah.
You have broken leg or whatever.
I do.
Wait,
That's
how?
Wasn't me.
Aren't you stumble?
Oh.
Is that why?
That's why he has a negative. He has a negative in dexterity. That's why.
I,
But go for it. You can
Dang,
try it.
man.
Oh
That's
god.
right.
I'm
Attack.
glad you picked
Wait,
it.
Help
Aria.
us, Gimpy.
What's your name?
I sprint through his legs.
A
Wait,
call.
wait. I'm listening to
Literally
Connor.
do
I
anything.
sprint
Anything
through
you
my.
want. Anything.
I already said what I was gonna
Sorry.
do.
I sprint through. I sprint through his legs with my small knife.
Whose legs?
Sprint.
The big man, the big drunk man.
Oh,
Ezekiel.
he goes on the. He's flat on the
Ezekiel.
floor. He tipped over in his chair.
Yeah,
He's-
after
he's
I
on
did
the
it,
inflict
they-
wounds.
Oh heck yeah! And
We're all
then I
doing
run
this,
up
like-
to him
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
just his throat with the knife, the small knife.
no! No, because we need his information!
No, yeah,
Wait.
we need information from
threaten
him.
him.
Okay, fine.
Threaten him, just hold up your
Just kill one
throat.
of the 6 men.
I'll just do that.
You threaten him?
No,
Okay.
I run up
Kill
to
one
the
of the 6
other
men.
man and then I slit his ankles.
Fight,
All right,
it's
go for it.
five minutes.
Slit his other
Nice.
ankles.
All right.
There we go.
Ready.
Are you kidding?
Connor, dang it.
Is
So,
that-
so he
A 3 with a
stumbles.
negative 3.
You go and your foot hurts a little bit more today than you thought it would.
Oh my god.
Your next roll is a crit.
So he
Natural
Awesome
20.
that would
Okay.
have been. And
All
then
right.
like slices a foot
Oh.
clean
You
up.
go and you run towards the nearest man. As he's
stumbles.
coming towards you, you in fact, you live up to your name, and your foot hurts a little bit
Thanks,
more
Mom.
today than it did yesterday. You trip and you fall over yourself,
Oh, no.
rolling underneath his legs. You just kind of surpass him as he runs past you and runs straight to you.
A call.
All
I
right.
take both my daggers out.
Okay, you do that.
That's it.
All
That's
right.
all he does.
Yes.
Arya.
Okay.
Now what?
Wait, I thought he was running straight to me.
Yeah, he does.
Wait,
Oh,
you
okay.
ran
He runs to
straight
hit you.
Hold on.
He's
Arya
brandishing
hasn't
it.
done anything.
I'll get to her. I'll get to her. We're
Okay.
doing
You ran straight to me.
All right. So
Hold on.
He ran straight to
Come
me.
So,
come my
this
arms.
man runs straight to you. He has a
I
sword
block.
raised, this large curved sword, like a pirate
Oh,
would have,
um,
and he
then
swings it down at you and rolls
Wait,
18.
You can't do
So,
that.
Oh, right.
that's
It's not
probably
together,
hits,
I'm
right? What's your
I don't know how
DC
to
or
figure
AC?
it out. Yeah.
12.
At eight.
12? Yeah, he hits you. He goes and swings the sword across your chest, and he's going to
Just
do
gonna
this.
slice me.
Ooh, only 2
I
damage.
can
So
make a little
it goes and
baby
slices
sword.
across your chest, dealing 2.
You don't have
two-
pencils.
Aw,
Oh,
cute.
here, I'll get you some.
Oh, dang it.
Wait, no, do
Yeah,
you have
you
like
messed it
whiteboard
up.
markers? We can just write
Oh,
it
yeah.
here.
Here.
Eat a bag of wine, 'cause
No, thanks.
meat.
I'm good.
You guys just kind of share.
Right?
Prefer not.
Okay. Dealing 2 damage to you. And so this is just health points, like a video game. Okay. So it slashes across your chest and you stumble back as he turns and faces Desi.
No, it's not
Desi,
me.
it's your turn. What do you do?
Oh wait, the guy.
Yeah, so this
This
guy that
guy.
just attacked Isaac, he turns to you, this pirate with the sword brandished. But it's your turn, you get to do something. Literally anything
Use your
that you
great
want to
axe.
try, and
That's
we'll
a
see.
Really powerful weapon.
I'll use my great axe and chop at his legs.
Okay,
There we
let's
go.
do it. Alright, so you'll roll that dice there.
No.
So then that's
6
plus 5.
Wait, you said 9?
Plus
That's a
5?
6.
What is this? Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's,
So it's plus what?
Plus 5.
Plus 5? Actually, yeah, that actually hits. That's exactly what you needed to get.
Dang.
Yes,
So you hit.
finally.
Alright, so now you're going to roll damage.
So
So
you
then
roll
you
this
go,
one.
you'll roll your d20. Here we go,
Oh!
big money.
Yeah.
It's just a 10.
Here's what happens. 13.
Dang.
You go.
This is pretty good.
You brandish your
It's
great
a
axe.
half-
You swing it around in one
50%.
great sweep,
Not on that one.
and you knock his legs
Oh.
out right up
Oh,
from
that
underneath him,
is-
cutting them clean off, right from his ankles. His shoes
Nice.
stay there on the ground, but he flips over them and lands on the floor with 2 stubs. Those are going to be 2 peg legs if he survives this. But he's lying there on the floor, and he's just like, my legs, And now it goes to you.
Yeah.
Actually, wait. Have we done your turn? You
Yes.
haven't had a turn. We'll go
Oh.
to you.
Your
Can I
axe.
stab him with both of my knives?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
That's,
Like Drax.
that's not the right
The
dice.
sword managed to catch your armor, dealing less damage than
Like
it should.
Drax.
Yeah, but you have both knives.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, here, wait. Let me.
17.
17.
Dang,
Nice.
man.
What are you doing?
Right.
You attack him?
I'm
That's
stabbing
a
him with
great
my-
Which one?
roll.
Like a man running at you, or like another man running from the 5?
Yeah, because we
Left?
killed
Okay.
one.
Running man.
Okay.
Well, tech.
Also, I don't know where
Basically.
they are.
Yeah, let me draw them real quick. I'll use blue this time. Okay, so
We're in the barn.
let's read
We're in the
this map.
saloon. We're getting some
Oh, yeah.
drinks.
Oh, well,
Order some bevies.
Remove this map.
Someone please fix those candles. It's been pissing me off.
What do you mean fix
They're
them?
not straight.
Alright.
They're not symmetrical.
So-
You know what, Connor? There's
Don't
lots
shush
of
me.
people that just
I don't
like
know.
on
No.
the street.
Push me.
That's
You
so
don't try
true.
to fix them, do
If
ya?
I shushed you.
You should.
Okay.
Turn it off.
Turn it off. Like a light.
You're in a tavern. It's shaped like this.
What? Whoa.
Okay, closer to
Buildings
that.
aren't L-shaped. Wait a
It's
second.
L-shaped, excuse me. There's a door here. Okay. The bar is over here, where you're sitting. There are tables, large one there, then some round ones over here. And then like some corner booths. Okay. And another round one right here. But that's the layout of the general premises. So,
We're
Brett,
all at
thank
the
you.
bar, right?
Nice.
You were all here at, well, we'll say you moved to this table, because that makes more sense. You moved around a table similar to the one we were, sitting with Ezekiel. Ezekiel had fallen here on the ground in his chair. So Ezekiel is there. I'll put an E for him. Now, you have, okay, choose your colors.
Blue.
Black.
I
Yellow.
was red.
I'm blue.
The
I already
darkest
called
color
blue.
there is.
Next to
white.
White.
You're white?
Yeah,
Is there
'cause
pink?
I'm an
Okay.
angel.
We'll move white over here. Ran towards you. And what was yours?
What do you mean?
Are you yellow?
No, I'm
No,
yellow.
I don't know what
Oh,
color.
you're
Are
Aragon's yellow.
you gonna enough?
Oh wait, yeah, we don't have
Oh,
enough.
dang it,
There's
we
only
need one
6.
more. We're
Yeah.
fighting over him. Okay.
Colin, where are you? Who are you?
Let's use. Where
It's
do
your-
those, where do those
Baby
dice
blue,
go?
That's,
Use
That's
pick a
Alec.
dice
that's
and that's
kinda
you.
gay, right?
That's Ellie.
Okay, you're that red dice.
There, Connor,
Okay.
you're that one.
We're
Yeah.
putting
Yeah.
you.
Oh yeah.
Right here. Okay, so
Ooh.
this man ran, and he's currently lying there on the floor without ankles.
Nice.
Not really.
They came from this corner.
Wait,
over
can
here.
we find out what that guy's
One.
name is?
2,
The guy without the
3.
ankles.
No
Four.
I
one
mean, I
cares.
guess we
Can
could.
we call him
Hold on,
Jason
hold on,
Face?
hold on.
No.
You heard it here.
Okay.
Bree doesn't
So you have
care.
Ezekiel lying there on the ground
Connor, are you drawing?
next to the table,
Yeah.
and you have
Beautiful.
these ones. I'll come towards you. This one is incapacitated. He's on the ground, so we'll put a blue X on him.
Okay.
Yeah, so he has no ankles. He's kind of just screaming there on the ground. That's your shape around the table. Tell me what you do. We're going to Isaac.
I'll go for that guy right behind him.
Okay, go for it. So you roll the 17.
17.
That
Just
definitely hits, and then roll your damage dice.
Okay.
Should be a D4.
Yeah.
Triangle.
You knocked him
Right.
over.
My weapons are too
Hey,
knives.
They roll another one.
2.
All right. Yeah, fine damage. Okay. Do you have any
Yeah.
modifiers?
Should be +1, right?
For him or no? This is
Really?
the call.
This one?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Daggers though.
That one, yeah.
This
No?
is 1d4 piercing.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe
Right.
it was +1, but there's nothing there right now.
Okay. Oh.
It's a good drawing.
He's
He's an
beautiful,
artist.
Connor.
Like actually,
My name's Stumble.
Oh my god.
Okay. So
Drawing
you run at this man, and you go and you slice at him with your daggers. One goes across his arm and catches him, and he turns him sideways. The other one goes, and in between his plates of this kind of leather jerkin that he's wearing, he goes and slices up against his arm, and it spurts a little bit of blood at you. As he kind of twists
I
and
know
falls
you're
back.
looking up a dress that's too small.
Okay.
Not relatable.
Yeah, so he twists and he falls back. He goes against that table there. He actually falls over the table and onto it. So he's currently sprawled out on this table, discombobulated. It is
Good.
currently, we will start going with Blake, and then we'll just do clockwise.
Are they all
Alright, y'all
dead?
ready for this?
Wait.
No.
Yeah. So
da-na-na.
Blake's turn, and then
Having
these
it.
guys are gonna go.
Alright. I would like to Eldritch Blast this boy.
All right, do it. Roll
Done.
the hit.
It is done. It is finished.
Let it be so. Yeah, that's a no from me, dog.
This is stupid.
With the
Oh.
2, you
Thank
try to
you.
Eldritch Blast him, and you send a bolt of blue light from your hand as it kind of vaporizes out over the rest of the tables and the rest of the people in the bar. It goes and hits a window, and it doesn't even break the glass. It just kind of poofs
That's not
against the
fair.
window.
That's a little
We-
much.
Alright.
All right, so
No,
before
I'm
you
sure
go,
that we-
these rest of these people are going to go.
The
The one on the floor is still screaming. Ezekiel is kind of drunk, still kind of staggering in his chair. He's not really sure what's going on. The one on the table stays there. He's trying to get up and stand up on the table when he kind of kicks the table out from underneath him, and it slopes forward where he's just barely getting to his feet at this moment. The other 3 of them, well, actually, other 4 of them. This one
Wait, are
runs.
these 3 all fine?
Yeah, these
Yeah.
3 are fine. This one runs over. Who's blue?
Me. I'm
You.
blue.
Alright, he attacks you. Actually, this one goes and attacks you. This one runs up and attacks red. So, let's attack red first.
Red.
Who's red? Alright, Charles. So, 8. Your armor class is 14 plus 4. Yeah, that's not gonna hit. You're lucky. Alright, so what does your guy look like again? What's your class?
My speed is
He's a
35.
druid.
Druid? Okay. Describe like your armor real quick.
What?
Like,
Yeah.
are you wearing anything, or what, are you just leather?
I got leather armor
Okay,
on.
so he goes and he slashes at you with the sword. It leaves a kind of gash across your leather, but it doesn't break it. You turn sideways and you get an opportunity attack on him. So that means you get to roll your dice, your d20 here,
Okay.
and try to, or
Nope,
the big
nope,
one.
nope.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Okay. 9 plus. So what are you using?
They're both
The
Your
scimitar.
scimitar? Okay. So yeah, that'll hit. So then roll a d6, which is the 6-sided dice, plus 5. Dang, you got good. Okay,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah, You straight up. He goes and tries to attack you. He swings this, cutting your leather, and you go and you pull out your own scimitar, whip it over your head, swing it out, and what do you do to him? Because you killed him.
Cut off his head.
All right.
Grab a kid out of
You
nowhere.
swing it over your head with a quick
Attaboy.
sparrow, as we would say in Hema. You cut his head right off.
Oh, I see.
Oh God.
You cut it straight off.
God.
His body just kind of stumbles
That's
back
more-
and
more like
goes
it.
against the wall and collapses, but the head flies into the air, spinning in circles, and lands actually in the middle of the table, right on top of the dice
Wow.
that were sitting there.
Oh,
Alright,
right.
so
We're playing
these
a
other
game
ones,
just
this
a
other
second
one
ago.
runs up to you. While that's going on, does a 12 plus 2 hit?
No.
No, it doesn't actually. All right, he goes, swings his scimitar at you. You're able to actually catch it with whatever you were wielding.
I've got a
Process
wolf
that as
pellet
centaur.
note.
What are you?
Swings his
Are you using your
scimitar.
short sword or your
I'm
long?
using the broadsword that I took out to the wood earlier.
Oh right, okay. So you go and he swings it at you. The broadsword you were holding in your hand. You just move it up and it parries it to the side. You are now able to attack. It's your turn.
Great. As it's to the side, I just elbow him in the face and then hit him with the butt of the sword.
Wow.
All right, so you can go ahead and roll
Too
your
clean.
d20 to hit.
2
I want to see some blood.
20.
Amen,
Look.
brother.
20. 20.
Boy.
Wait, what?
Aye. All
Hey,
right,
just
natural
rolled a
20.
20.
Very nice. All right.
Natural
So,
20.
Dude,
You'll go ahead and you'll take your, because you got a crit, roll this 4 times. 2 plus 3, 6, and
One
1
One more. Oh.
9.
9. All right, yeah.
Nine.
So you straight up, you go and you clock him with your elbow. It snaps him right in the jaw, and you see him actually, his eyes just kind of blank out as he goes seemingly unconscious from the first
Can
hit.
I dislodge his entire mandible with the sword?
Oh yeah, as you come back again, you swing down with the butt of the sword,
It's gonna
breaking
come
his
off
jaw.
His face, like rip right out
Okay,
of his
breaking
face.
his jaw, it just slings out, and you see it just kind of hang there as he blacks out against the wall and falls down to the floor. Yeah, he starts.
alive.
He's barely alive.
He's
If-
bleeding
He's
out.
barely alive, yeah. Just like the man without the ankles bleeding out. Yeah, he's barely alive. And this one is also dead. Alright, you're making quick work of this.
Alright, guys, we've got 3
Okay.
left.
At this time,
2.
2 left.
That's Ezekiel, so
yeah, it's your
Two.
turn.
We don't want to
Kill
kill
him,
him.
It's your turn.
Not
Two.
giving the info.
And 1
I'm
hostage.
the pink guy. Let's.
We never found out who
Pink
these
guy.
guys are. We're just killing
I
them.
attacked
Yeah,
the,
true.
I know.
the
They
We
cutest.
don't
just
need
got
to
up.
know
They
that.
just got
This
up
guy's
and we all
dead,
attacked.
right?
Yeah, what?
I attacked the cutest woman.
The cutest one? The one on the table?
Yeah.
Alright,
Why is that
roll the hit. What do you do?
Cute.
Alright.
He's real tall. What?
Roll the hit.
Roll the
The guy
hit.
on the table
You know what
isn't
that
dead,
means.
but he's
Here we
almost
go.
dead.
And I was looking for it.
Hey.
Yeah!
2 crits. Very nice. Alright. So,
Dang, man.
tell me what you do to him. He's laying out there on. He
God.
just got to his feet.
Found out.
He was on the table. He just
I-
got to his feet. He just barely got down off the table.
He got off the
Like
table?
he's kind of okay. The table
He
tilted.
got off the table?
The table tilted,
I
so
put
he's
it right
kind of
back on.
slid down. He's sliding down the table and he's getting up. Like he's still leaned back halfway on the table.
Okay.
Okay, what do you do?
Alright, this is my moment to improv like crazy. I say, "Hey baby, I'm coming for you," and I'm running at him, and I have I have 2 spears. I have 2 spears in my hand, and I stab both of them right next to him, and I spring myself up, cause I'm on the forehead, and then I pull out my knife and slash his throat and come back down.
You do that rather expertly in your moment where even without legs, you use the spears almost as crutches to climb up with just raw
Oh,
strength
yeah,
of your
I do.
hands. You shoot yourself up,
The Ross.
kiss him on the forehead, slice his throat, and he just kind of bleeds out, just the blood running
my
down his
goodness.
face,
Oh,
or
wow.
down his throat, down his body. And you fall down, and you sit there on the ground, very proud of yourself. You turn around to see that one of them has gone to attack. Here, he actually slung his crossbow,
Oh,
and he
shoot.
shoots across the room at Black.
Drat.
Wait, so is this guy dead now?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's so
right.
dead. Yeah,
Heck yeah.
he's so dead.
Of course he is.
R.I.P.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
19. That's hitting you.
Drat.
Okay.
What?
I'm not black.
I'm
Oh,
black.
you're black.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's hitting
Actually,
you.
Blake, you're not black. You're white.
Actually, my
Uh-oh.
character,
You're very
Toby,
white.
is very black.
All right.
Toby is
Blackest
something.
night,
My character's
darkest
green.
day.
Come on, Blake. Or crap.
He shoots you.
Well,
10 damage.
Toby.
As a crossbow bolt goes, and it lands and planting itself right in your chest. You kind of gasp as your lung actually collapses, and you begin to black out just from the
Oh
loss
my
of
gosh.
oxygen.
Not
You go
again.
and you shrink to the floor onto your knees, and you're just like,
This character died last Saturday
I'll call
too.
you.
This isn't fair.
Yeah.
you start gasping for air, and what do you say? You get one chance. 5.
This game
4.
is garbage.
All right.
This isn't a game. This is life.
You die in the game. You die in real life.
Die in real life.
You fall to the ground, and the last person alive is Ezekiel there, kind of just barely now starting to stagger to his feet. Blake is now unconscious on the floor. When someone goes unconscious, they have 3 dice that they need to roll. They roll the d20 3 times. If they make it over 10 3 times, they live. If they make it under 10 3 times, they die.
What if I've got potion?
You got a potion?
I do
Oh,
got 10
please,
potions.
That's
Please.
something that will help.
Oh
Cure-
dear
I have a
God.
herbalist
Oh,
Let me
kit.
go, let me
Okay.
go.
This is the
Man.
this is the
Both
rare
of
stuff.
you.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
both
go
are
for
my
it.
only
I have a
hope.
herbalism kit.
Herbalism.
14!
I don't think that's
All right.
helpful here.
Hey, I have
Yes,
a
it
herbalism.
Never
The
mind,
lady
yeah.
of the
Wait,
night.
you?
Hey, listen,
Yeah.
listen.
I'm
Yeah.
rolling 14 to save your life.
Listen.
The lady of the night runs.
Herbalism.
She vaults herself over the table.
Herbalism.
Hey,
Cannibal.
The lady of the night runs. She vaults herself over the table,
I just
sliding
got
across
clipped.
it like you would see in an action movie. She slides across it.
Movies
I'm
are
talking meta
real.
here. He slides across it. You'd see in a picture film of drawings someone
Still
made.
not.
Wow, you're wrong.
Like one of those
I've
flip
seen
notebooks.
those.
Anyway, she
There you
flies
go.
across the table. She goes and plants herself right next to what's your
I'm Toby
Tobias.
right now.
Right next to Tobias. His flame
Tobias'
flickering
buddy.
out from underneath his body. As you know, he's this abyssal kind of genasi where his skin is this
He's
kind
a
of dark
cloud.
gray. He begins, he's basically a cloud with lightning
You're a
shuddering
cloud.
through him. That lightning begins to go dimmer and dimmer, and you see little bits of the abyss starting to kind of flake away, leaving him just smaller than he was before. What do you do?
I
You rolled a
save
14, but yeah, what do you do?
14. Oh, I take a healing potion out of my.
What did you say before that?
No, not a healing
You said
potion.
you
I
did
take
the
a
what?
freezing potion out of my bag.
What?
And I pour it
You did
over
the
you
what?
as I sing under my umbrella.
Freezing potion?
What are
It's
you
gonna
doing?
freeze you
Roll.
so that later
What?
Roll your saving throw, and then we're gonna roll.
I'm
Okay, first of all, I'll
This
say
was a mistake.
So-
have to carry him.
Ow.
freezing
have to
you.
carry
No,
him.
we attach a leash and drag him like a little dog.
Then we have to carry.
Freezing potion will indeed do damage to you, and that leaves you with
Oh,
minus
can I
1
take it
saving
back?
throw.
I didn't know that.
You know now as you
Take
see
it.
There it is.
his
Ali, give me the
his flesh he
cheese.
kind of freezes, and you see little bits of abyss start to
Oh,
flake off.
thank God.
15.
Luckily, he's made this 1 saving throw, so he's at
Move my foot.
a 1 fail and 1 save. So now he has to get 2 more saves to live, and then 2 more fails or he dies.
Can I
Yeah.
cure his?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, run up to him.
Okay.
Oh,
I can
please.
literally cure all of your wounds.
Okay, roll.
Like you're frozen now, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Wait,
well,
I
that's good.
froze you so you didn't
Yeah,
die.
okay, so cure wounds.
Yeah.
much
One
you
You
got?
time.
gave me a
How much?
failing
Oh, yeah, so roll a
saving
D8.
throw. That was not useful
Sorry.
at all.
2. That's enough. All right.
Oh, okay.
Thank God.
You go.
Oh
You
my
run up to
God.
him and you heal him, man. He kind of goes and he pitters. The crusting of
Wait a second.
the crusting of ice on his chest begins to crack as he starts to breathe again, and there's still an arrow in his chest, but he's conscious now with 2 health points, and he's like,
Thanks.
"Is this real again?"
It's actually really.
Last time Blake choked on a piece of gum and nearly died.
Yeah, it was so bad.
Die in real life.
Die in real life. You die in the game. You die in real life.
I know.
Oh, God.
Have you been noticing it more?
Are you alive now? You good?
I got you, my dude.
Alright, it's
You
Connor's
gave me a-
turn.
And you're cold now. You're probably gonna get
Here, just drink
pneumonia.
that. I
All right,
don't
again.
know
Freaking
this.
out.
We're currently out of combat. That means that you guys, if you want to do something, you can do it.
Oh dear God.
So express it to me, and if you're not expressing it to me, let's try and be
I want to threaten you so you talk.
Ezekiel?
Yes.
You're on? Okay. So Ezekiel, he's gotten on his haunches and he's starting to sit up. Blake is sitting over there, but they're tending to him. Yeah, what do you say?
Toby's in some pain right
What are we trying to find out? Like where the pieces are? And you
Yeah.
He
know?
has information about the pieces. Supposedly.
What do you say?
I say, Ezekiel, tell me where the pieces are. I'll murder you and your family.
Roll for intimidation, so take that d20 and then you'll roll it.
Okay.
Use
You
this one.
played your game.
Alright,
You lied.
princess,
Dang it.
let's see.
Please, Lord.
Yo,
That's pretty good.
I
What'd you
get
A 9?
A 9? Okay.
Plus, there's persuasion on your
Oh.
skill list.
Plus, plus
What the heck
4.
did I do?
Hey, there you go,
Plus
13.
4?
13.
Yeah, that's not bad. All right. So,
Yes!
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Yes!
Onto my thing.
so you see, and he kind of he whispers away from him. He's like, "No, please,
Say what you want.
don't hit me. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Just, I need to breathe."
Well,
I
breathe
don't
faster!
And
All right.
anything.
So,
A canal.
the place is just not on me. It's on that guy. And then he goes and he points over to the man that was sprawled across the table. He slumped over against the table there.
I think
Uh,
we'll line.
Oh,
His throat was
The one
slit.
No!
Yeah, the one.
You need to check him.
Yeah.
I go
So
and
he just
check
kind of
him.
points. It's on
I
that guy.
think he's lying.
Guys,
Okay.
you want to check him?
Yeah. Go ahead. So you'll
Alright.
roll again,
Can I roll for
and this will be
perception?
for perception.
I want to see if he's lying. Feels like he's
That's
lying.
insight. You can roll for
Oh,
insight.
can I
7?
roll? Can I do
Seven?
that?
Okay.
So-
You go and you're looking through it, and you think that he might be lying.
11.
Alright. Let's do him.
11?
Your mom's
Plus
gonna have to
three.
buy a new one.
You're not sure. You're pretty sure that he sounded very truthful, but when she goes and she's looking in there, she can't find it.
I can't find it. I get up.
open his,
Look over to you.
I can use.
How
Inflict
dare you
one
lie to me?
cut open his guts.
I
I'll
swear.
give you one more chance.
I swears on my life.
Okay, wow.
It's that.
Alright.
And if it's not that, I know you can find the other one. I know it's if he sold it, that man, if he sold, his name is Jacob, I wouldn't trust him. But he's dead, so you don't need to trust him. But I swear if he sold it off, I know you can find the other ones at least, right?
No, we need all of them actually.
Right.
Tell us where
Listen to
All
me,
right.
Jack Sparrow.
Listen here.
Okay, there's one of them.
Me.
One of them is taken by goblins.
Prove it.
Is they live in the woods over there.
Why?
And then one of them
I used to never have to.
is taken by the mermaids. And they live over there. Right?
Yeah.
Simple.
Right.
Alright,
You're right. Right.
you're coming too then. I want to tie you up and you have to lead us there.
No, we're just gonna slit
Alright,
his
yeah,
throat.
you can roll. Oh, okay.
That way he can't
like
tell
that. You can
anyone
do
else
whatever
that
you
we're
want,
after
but
them.
Slitting his throat?
No, he needs
I'd like
to talk.
inflict wounds
No, we've got to
specifically
kill
on
him
his
drink
so
his
that
blood.
nobody knows. So that
No, we need to tie him up and take him with
No, we
us.
have to kill him so that if he gets away, he can't tell anyone
Some
else
of that
what
real
we
nasty
know.
crap.
He won't get away.
Yeah, he won't get away. There's 7 of us and wait, yeah,
A lot of
one
us
of
have
him.
bows.
That's what you think.
We need to tie him up so he can lead us to where the mermaids are.
He's not getting
know
away.
where the mermaids
If I can
are.
roll,
Wait,
can
do
I
we know
not
where
see
the
some?
mermaids are?
Well then.
Sorry.
He pointed over.
Sorry, no, sorry.
You're unsure. You're like, you know
We
the island has made
are
mistakes.
unsure. To make it there successfully, we should probably keep him alive.
Right, fine. We'll pull a frickin' Lord of the Rings. We'll take you, Smeagol.
Exactly.
Let's go.
I don't
We'll
know
take
no
you.
Smeagol, but I'll be.
Alright.
Kiss me
I'll
with that.
do for you.
Wait a second.
Do you have any spells
We all
that I
have
can use?
stuff.
Oh, never mind.
Alright,
I just rather wrap you up. I have
That's
rope.
not
Okay.
considered.
What are you guys doing? You checked Jacob.
I did check Jacob and I come
You
over
did
to
not find it.
Can we tie it around his neck?
Who wants to do
like
it?
a noose. I'd like to do it.
Alright, go for it.
What else do I have?
I'd like to. What?
You'd like to roll a 10. Alright.
Yeah.
You have rope on you?
No.
Are you
You're like, you go up to him and you're like, alright, I'll tie the rope. I know how to do this. And
I
you're
know
like,
how to do this.
you're feeling good, you're feeling like it's your rope tying day, and then
Can
you
I
go to
give
look
him
in your
my
pack
rope?
and there's
I
no rope.
forgot I have no rope.
Yeah, if you want to,
shoot.
I've got rope.
I actually
I
rolled a
rolled
20.
shit after we
I
moved.
rolled a tie rope, invisible rope around his
It's
neck.
soft hemp rope.
Does someone else want to tie rope, or do you?
I
want
have
to
common
get
rope.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can
Then roll
tie
and
rope.
tie it. So you'll roll and then you'll give me your survival stat.
I can tie rope. Survival's 4. My survival's 4.
14.
14. Okay.
If I maybe hit him with 5 damage.
My
he'd still be
survival?
alive.
It's 2 as well, so it's
You don't know.
16.
16.
Stab him.
Okay, yeah. So you do.
There.
Yeah, you go and you take that rope. You're feeling good about it. You whip out that rope. How do you tie him up?
Around
A
his
devil's
neck and then
tongue
around
knot.
his
Improv.
around his
Improv?
arms.
Yeah. How are you tying him up? Like, what does it look like?
Bound.
I'm
Sheep
using
shank.
the devil's tongue
Yeah.
knot.
Sheep.
I would tie
Once I learned.
your hands behind your back, and then I would tie it around your neck as
Oh.
well.
Love, I don't like that.
Deal with it.
So I can
It's like a
drag
handle.
you like a dog.
Yeah.
I won't be
So if you
dragged.
pull it like a bow,
He goes. He's like.
Alright.
He kind of looks over to Jacob.
I'm
He's like,
sitting on this side.
You said you don't want to check Jacob. Alright.
you?
Why aren't you checking?
Well, I didn't check Jacob, but you
No, he said, are you sure you don't want to check Jacob? Because didn't you roll
I'm
for
checking
something
Jacob.
earlier?
I will check Jacob.
Alright,
Yeah,
you go
check
over
Jacob.
to Jacob, throat slit. He's just kind of
I have
painted
to
red from the neck
investigation.
down.
You've got investigation.
Okay, what do you do?
20.
Yeah.
Roll it.
Let's see, what can I do?
Check off
So
all
you'll
his
roll that
gloves.
dice, and then you'll tell me what
Any
your
hints? Check for any
investigation is.
hints. Knock them out.
So someone already checked him, correct?
I did, but I was
You did.
looking for something specific. There could be clues to
Just
it
check
if he's
him
at the
in.
Can I just
mermaids
check him
or with
for
the
anything?
Indians.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's where they are, but.
If I can.
There's no.
Oh.
Heck yeah, with a 17, you are checking him. 19, you're checking him. Alright, you're going, and you look throughout his body.
Okay.
You go and you kind of, you open,
Wow. Thank you for
Okay, listen,
smearing
listen,
it.
listen.
you open the folds of his jacket, Charles. You open the folds of his jacket, and you see, you reach your hands in each pocket, and you feel one pocket that appeared to be empty. You kind of move your hand back and forth, and you realize there's something hard in there. Yeah, what do you do? It's not within the pocket, but
You said it's a kid.
But
you
it's
feel
in the
something
jacket.
hard somewhere in the jacket.
Possibly. I'll use.
Take the jacket.
Slice.
Just wear the jacket.
Dude,
Take
just
it.
use that.
Sorry.
No,
Levi's
I don't
not
wanna
watch
get
it.
it.
jacket.
I
I'll
do
use.
feel bad.
Oh man, my dagger's in the ceiling. I'll use my
I do.
scimitar.
Your scimitar? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So you
scimitar.
take out your scimitar and you're kind of
Cemetery.
yeah. You go and you stab it into the cone. You just kind of saw. Can you please stop choking? It makes it hard to talk.
I'm choking on air. I don't understand.
Charles goes. He sticks the scimitar into the jack and he kind of saws back and forth. When all of a sudden, little piece of something that looks like this tumbles out onto the floor.
A piece. A piece. What is that? A piece.
He's like, I told you.
That's a piece, man.
He's like, I told you it's that. I told you.
Here.
Jacob, he
Eagle,
didn't sell it away.
Eagle bird.
Wait,
Give-
so we
give
just
me a,
need
give me a
2
taste
more
of
pieces?
the
2 more
my man.
Okay.
Eagle bird.
One of the mermaids and one of the goblins.
We'll hold on to
The
it.
Indians?
The goblins.
I know you said it. I just wanted to say Indians.
Just came out my
We'll
mouth.
call him
All
Indians.
I wanted to be like we're on Neverland or
I'm
something.
gonna put this in my belt pouch.
Alright,
Alright.
you do that. Slip that into your belt pouch. Alright, what are you guys doing?
Let's go to the
Alright.
the woods.
The woods.
Hey, lady of the night, could I get a healing potion instead of that freezing one you gave me earlier?
No, he fixed you, you ungrateful little clown.
Yeah, but I'm
Now
only,
he has
I'm only-
pneumonia.
I'm only at 2 health and I have pneumonia.
And he
Again.
has an arrow sticking out of his chest.
Yeah, I also have an arrow
Where's
sticking
that?
out of my chest.
Herbalism.
I don't know
I
how
have
far I
an
can go,
herbalism kit
guys.
to help you.
Could you
She
use
has
that
an
then?
I think so. I would use it in her herbalism kit.
Alright, if you could use
Yeah,
that
roll
on me, that would be awesome.
Roll for survival.
Good, I don't
Alright.
have time.
And tell me like what you're doing when you're like how are you
You
using
could also
your
manage to
herbalism
pull
kit?
out the
Okay.
arrow from my chest.
So
that'd
he
be
has
great.
pneumonia?
He has an arrow in his
No,
chest.
I just have an arrow in my chest. The pneumonia.
And
Okay.
then a collapsed lung because the
Yeah.
Why
arrow's in
didn't
his
we
chest.
take the freaking
Cut
arrow
the-
out of your chest while you were
cut
still
the end
frozen,
of
not
the
that you
arrow.
didn't bleed
Yeah,
out?
no.
Wow.
I would cut the
I
end of
don't
the
know,
arrow,
why did you
yank
break
it
it?
out,
Yes.
and then I would cover it with a special leaves that are only from my land, which help heal any wound.
This.
Are those in your backpack?
Shut your face is actually
Are they in your
Roll for
backpack?
survival. Roll for survival.
Why doesn't that count?
No, yeah.
No,
roll,
you
for,
have to
Oh, I
roll.
was like, you guys are
Roll
monks
it,
and
roll it.
wizards,
I don't
you
control
weirdos.
this.
Okay, cool.
roll for survival.
I
Yeah.
don't have it.
Let's see if what you tell is true.
13
13
plus
plus.
15.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You're
Wait,
surprised
of course,
you're
15.
Hey,
dead.
hey, hey.
Wait a
13
second.
plus-
Yeah, of course they are the leaves that
Plus
she's
2,
talking
not
about.
plus
How
15.
dare you
Yeah.
doubt her abilities? She
Thank
pulls
you,
out these special
Alicia.
weird-looking leaves, and she does what she says. She pulls out the arrow after cutting it, and then puts the leaves on there. And you can go ahead and roll a. Let's roll a D8.
Do your native
My
leaves look a
healing
little
set
bit
next
like
place?
this?
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Logan, you have 10% battery left.
That's not good.
Only 3.
That's almost.
I mean, it has been filming for an hour and 8 minutes.
Okay. We'll pause
Oh,
for
right,
a minute.
it's filming. I
and
totally
we
forgot.
will get that
Oh,
to
yeah.
Good.
All right.
Did you notice?
Wow,
We never
wait,
told
you can plug it
There's a
in.
camera
Logan,
there.
there's totally. Why don't you just plug it in?